धीरे बोलना। ओ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। सीताया पतये नमः। सीताया पतये नमः। Sri Ramchandra ji is giving knowledge. First he gave the knowledge of Kapil Gita. Now he is giving the knowledge of the Vedas to Hanuman, Sri Hanuman ji. And in that knowledge, in the Sankhya Yogi, he talked about Atma. And now he is talking about Brahman. How the Parama Purusha came about, and what came about means what his expression is. How the whole creation comes. Then in this chapter, chapter 12, he is talking about what is Prakriti, what is Ahankar, what is Kala, and slowly, the one who is above all this is Bhagavan. And now the topic is coming that what is Bhagavan, and we saw after the cock, here he said what? Prochyate Bhagavan Pranaha Sarvajna Purushah Paraha Sarvendriyebhya Paramam Mana Prahur Manishinaha. It is the Atma that is known as Bhagavan, Pran, Sarvagya, and the Supreme Purusha, the Parama Purusha. Those who are expert and wise call the mind as an organ that is separate and independent of all other organs of the body, and is the most exalted and superior to all of them. So those who are wise, what do they say? Just like you've got hands, legs, etc., pranas, is the mind a part of the body? I'm asking, is the mind part of the body? No, it is not. Body is gross, mind is subtle. Mind has got nothing to do with the body. It only expresses through the body, just like light reflects in some organ or in some surface. Similarly, mind also reflects. Without the mind, these fellows cannot have any functionality. Just like the reflected light cannot have any light of its own without the original light, similarly it is. But what is the difference between mind and Atma? We saw two classes before. Mind with thoughts is called consciousness with thoughts is called mind. Mind without thoughts is called consciousness. And this consciousness, mind is nothing but consciousness. Because it is reflecting through the organs, therefore we think I am this seer, I am this hearer, I am this toucher, I am this thinker, I am this, etc., at the body level. But it is not so. Then who is this wise person? Who is this Rishi? Rishi is, or a wise person is he who knows that mind is separate to the gross organs of the body. Mind is not a part of the gross organs of the body. And such a person who knows it and lives according to it is called Bhagavan. And who is this Bhagavan? Here it says, Bhagavan, jaise we have, for example, Van means the one who has the ability. क्या बोला है यहाँ पे? The one who possesses or rides upon. For example, rickshaw, the one who rides on the rickshaw, rickshawala, rickshawan बोलते हैं ना, तो rickshawan हो गया एक example. दूसरा हो गया the one who is lucky or who rides upon his luck, he is called bhagyavan. वान की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे, वान. And then then the third example taken is the one who's riding the wealth. It coming naturally to him. He is called Dhanavan. Usi same way, Bhagavan, the one who rides the Bhaga. Bhaga is of 6 types. There are 6 qualities of Bhaga. It expresses as the 6. The one who rides these 6 qualities means they are naturally present to him. Such a person is called Bhagavan. Therefore, Bhagwan Rajneesh, Bhagwan Osho, Bhagwan Ramakrishna, Bhagwan Ramana Maharishi, Bhagwan Satya Sai Baba, etc., etc. Bhagwan Nityananda. So why? Because in them these 6 qualities were naturally present without any effort. Once they start expressing through you without any effort, you will not call yourself, people will call you Bhagwan. So what are those qualities? First is Aishwarya. Aishwarya means affluence. One moment. So first is Aishwarya. Aishwarya means opulence. It means grandeur, glory, which comes naturally to him. Aishwarya, unasked, everything comes to him. Wealth, fame, etc., etc. And there are many words we can use. Supremacy, greatness, omnipotence, power, domination, and easily is able to sway the people in his favor. All politicians are like that, but wrongly influencing, except our Modi ji. Then this is first one, Aishwarya. Second is Dharma. Dharma also naturally expresses through him. What is Dharma? Dharma is righteousness and the noble thoughts, pure thoughts, benevolence, paropkar automatically comes through him, and he never follows the unrighteous path. He doesn't have to try. हमको बोलना पड़ता है, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत बोलो. But where is your attention? बुरा. That is where the problem is. तो ये क्यों नहीं बोलते भाई अच्छा सुनो, अच्छा बोलो, अच्छा देखो, बुरा मत बोलो. So your attention is on the negative. So here his attention can never be on the negative because he is Atmanisht. And therefore automatically the dharma is whatever he thinks, whatever he speaks, and whatever he does in life is righteous. People may perceive it wrongly. For example, Ramchandra ji killed our Bali from the back. People talk so much about it that he is unrighteous, unhone chupke mara, ye kiya. But he knows that he did the right thing. Because he had a very uncommon boon that anyone who comes in front of him, half his power will come to him. Now if Bhagwan goes in front of him, half Bhagwan's power, he will become invincible. तो ऐसे तो हो नहीं सकता. It's a freak of nature. For whatever reasons he got that boon. Brahma ji gave him. But so the earth has to suffer that boon. So then such people, then Bhagwan has to come and he doesn't care what he has to do. He does the right thing.
Swamiji, have you gone back to recording?
Yes, thank you. So second is dharma. The third is yash. Yash means name, fame. Yash means honor, and he becomes a celebrity wherever he goes. We go, everyone runs away. Wherever we go, oh, Swamiji is angry. Should I ask him the question or not? I heard what was going on in the bus. मैं इतना बुद्धू नहीं हुआ. कान सब खुले होते, मैं रिएक्ट नहीं करता बस. तो ऐसे नहीं. तो यश means natural opulence, natural attraction. People just congregate. And then fourth is, तो क्या हो गया? पहला क्या था? ऐश्वर्य. Second was dharma. Third was yasha. Then fourth is Shri. The wealth comes to him. Wealth, not only physical wealth. Diamonds, gold, houses, wealth, all this money, not only that, also spiritual wealth. The siddhis, powers, all this naturally comes to him because he is मैंने क्या वर्ड आत्मनिष्ठ, because he is आत्मनिष्ठ. Aishwarya, what did we say here? Aishwarya is majesty, pomp, flourish, grandeur, glory, supremacy. Whereas Shri is wealth. Wealth, both, not only this wealth, spiritual wealth also. Then next one comes, fifth is Gyan. Gyan here means knowledge, wisdom, erudition, scholarship, enlightenment, expertise, skill and sagacity. Have you seen the movie called Matrix? किसी ने देखी है? तो मैट्रिक्स में वो जब हेलीकॉप्टर चलाना होता है तो वो बोलती है एंड द नॉलेज कम्स. उसको गन्स का इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए, द इंफॉर्मेशन कम्स. रास्ता चाहिए, इंफॉर्मेशन कम्स. ही कीप्स अपग्रेडिंग हिमसेल्फ. तो यहाँ पे अपग्रेडेशन कैसे चल रहा है सारा? जैसे अपने एप्स अपग्रेड होते रहते हैं, यू हैव टू डू समथिंग. हियर इट इज नेचुरल अपग्रेडेशन. द मोर यू रिमेन आत्मनिष्ठ, upgradation is the only way till there is no more upgradation possible. And when that happens, then it is called as Gyan. He is established in himself. And that establishment in himself expresses as the thought knowledge, as the speech, that the usage of words that he does, etc., etc. The ability to express the emotion or the thought or an idea that is easily understood by others. So all that ability comes not because he has read books, not because he has done any course. Like today, people do Ayurveda course and call themselves Ayurveda experts. That is the most pathetic thing. Ayurveda experts used to come through meditation, through their Guru Maharaj. टुडे का गुरु नीचे बैठता है और सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऊपर बैठते हैं. हाँ भाई सिखा क्या दिखाता है. ऐसे नहीं होता. सो दैट ट्रेडिशनल नॉलेज इज वेरी डिफरेंट. एंड देयर आई टोल्ड यू इन वन ऑफ द क्लासेस, संयम इज रिक्वायर्ड. धारणा, ध्यान, समाधि ऑन एनी टॉपिक इंक्लूडिंग आयुर्वेद, एस्ट्रोलॉजी, द नॉलेज कम्स. एंड हियर वेयर इज दिस वाइज मैन डूइंग संयम on the Atma. And what is the natural, what do you know Atma is? Satchidanand Swarup, that which is ever existing, that which is all knowing and which is always happy. So all knowing, all knowledge naturally comes to him because that is the nature of Atma. That is your nature. So you don't have to collect knowledge. So this was Gyan, the fifth one. Sixth one, Vairagya, meaning renunciation, dispassion, detachment from the mundane and artificial world of and its objects. Therefore, Bhagwan is a person who possesses all these qualities, or these qualities are subservient to him. Meaning, who possesses these qualities, or what did we say? One means the one who rides. So he is riding these qualities like a surfer is riding the waves. This fellow, this person, this wise man is riding all these qualities. Meaning, just like the waves are not able to drown the surfer, these qualities, they are not able to drown the wise person. Instead, they lift him up like the surfer and make him ride and traverse the distance within a short span of time. And therefore, this wise man has all these qualities, but he is not enslaved by them. They are serving him, he is not serving them. What are we as normal people doing? We are living for money because you are working so hard for money. You are not allowing money to serve you. You have servants at home. In India I am talking. You have people helping at home. You have to pay them. And one day he says, I will not come. Then what do you do? आजकल बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है यहाँ पे. Servants are very difficult to find. So they say if you don't give me 6,000-7,000 rupees per for 2 hours every day for 5 days a week, 7,000. So they have 7-8 houses. उनका काम हो गया. If you don't give, they say we are not coming. Now the ladies of the house have become so used to these servants. उनको झाड़ू भी नहीं लगाना आता, पोछा नहीं लगाना आता, सब्जी बनानी नहीं आती, because they are dependent on the servants, the cooks, the jamadar, the cleaners, this, that, everything. This is called dependency. What is the quality of bhaga? Non-dependency. Non-dependency. इसलिए अपने कपड़े रोज धो, रोज सुखाओ, रोज प्रेस करो. हाँ, 3 कपड़े रखो. आई एम कैरिंग मोर देन हर. So she is not dependent on other clothes. She is making 3 clothes work for her.
In Fiji, we don't have any servants. Everyone does.
What? You don't have clothes?
We don't have servants.
You don't have servants. So that concept is not there. Here we are in India right now. So now here also the concept of servant, the usage of word servant is going. But helper बोलते हैं उसको. तो हेल्पर मतलब क्या हो गया? पुराने ज़माने में दास बोलते थे, ब्रिटिश ज़माने में स्लेव बोलते थे. जो मर्जी आई, द ओनर विल गिव वॉट एवर ही वॉन्ट्स टू गिव, ही हैज़ टू वर्क, क्योंकि कहीं जा नहीं सकता. पर आजकल ऐसे नहीं है, कलयुग बढ़ रहा है. सो इन दिस वे द भग, व्हाट आर द 6 क्वालिटीज अगेन? ऐश्वर्य, धर्म, यश नहीं, यश, हाँ, ज्ञान, श्री and vairagya. So the one who possesses or is riding these 6 qualities is called Bhagavan. Got it? So, and how do you ride these qualities or make them work for you? By being Atmanistha. Ramchandra ji is already Atmanistha. Learn from him. He is teaching Hanumanji. Hanumanji is the mind within our this complex, individual complex. Ram is the Atma, Hanumanji is our mind, isn't it? Or our soul, whichever way you look at it. So he is addressing the Atma through this discourse, is addressing our own mind. Allow that affluence, that grandeur to express naturally. जितना सोचोगे राम के बारे में, राम 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 करते रहोगे, धीरे धीरे होता है. अगर in your life today you are finding you can travel anytime, you can buy a ticket anytime, you can cancel a ticket anytime, you have the time to do whatever you want. You don't have to think that should I keep this cloth, if I don't keep this cloth मैं आगे क्या पहनूंगा या पहनूंगी, ऐसे कुछ मन में आता नहीं, because you have affluence, isn't it? एक तरीके से सोचोगे तो this is स्वर्ग, because you have choices and whatever you think you can do. But don't become slave of it. Let it work for you and use that for dharmic purpose. Use it for the benefit of the society. Use it for the needy. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि जाके सबको खिलाओ और सबको करो. Whoever comes in front of you, you help that person. You don't have to run after anyone. Whatever the world presents, you take care of that. Wherever the need is, you take care of that person. Then you don't turn, no, I will go to India and I'll go to Kumbh Mela and then I will give the money. And when you go to Kumbh Mela, you find all imposters there. No, I thought I was going to do so much, now I can't do anything. So when the opportunity was there, you didn't do, now also you are not doing it. तो जो सामने आता है, do, give, forget. आगे बढ़ो. रिसीट मत मांगते घूमो या बताते मत घूमो कि आई हैव डन दिस, आई हैव डन दैट. उसको मैंने $2 डोनेशन दिया, उस बच्चे को मैंने $2 दिया, इसको $5 दिया. एंड यू नो आई गॉट रिसीट ऑल्सो एंड आई एम गोइंग टू क्लेम इट इन टैक्स. lot of people are like that. पोल मत खोलो यार. So this is Bhaga, and such a person is Bhagavan. With this thought we conclude today. and we'll talk about whatever the next topic is at Ayodhya. Now we are approaching Ayodhya. हम भगवान राम के घर जा रहे हैं, तो अप्रोप्रिएट टॉपिक अपने आप आ गया, हमने प्लान नहीं किया था ऐसे. हाँ, तो अभी इसके बारे में सोचते रहो. ऐश्वर्य, यश, ज्ञान, श्री, धर्म एंड वैराग्य. These 6 qualities, you must keep thinking about it or keep thinking of Ram, who is the repository of all these 6 qualities. Automatically these 6 qualities will start expressing through you. बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, गंगा मैया की जय, जमुना महारानी की जय, आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव. जय जय रघुवीर समर्थ, जय जय श्री गुरुदेव दत्त. बोलो राम लल्ला भगवान की जय.